Good.
Very good. How about you?
I'm doing well. Were you nervous?
A little bit.
That's a good thing. You mentioned you're going to have a key card to come in, and you talked about all different kinds of ages. So do you have a thought in mind of, in today's environment, you're mixing, you talked about 14-year-olds and 40-year-olds. Do you have an idea how you would manage, would the facility be staffed to manage all that? Are you thinking about 24 hours a day? Are you going to have a time frame? You started out with a target of, I didn't have anything to do after school, and it's really targeted towards me, and I like the way you thought about expanding that and everything. But have you given that consideration?
Absolutely, I have. That was a big problem when I started to realize that everybody likes video games. And so a couple of different solutions I had in mind are staffing. There's going to be a security guard there all night long for that purpose. Also for, expensive equipment. We wouldn't want, any sort of robbery, damages on accident. Any sort of accident would be bad and expensive. So a security system and a security guard, I think both. And so the security guard would have an influence there, with somebody with authority present. Some incidents that are common in less regulated places today would not be present there. Also, as far as hours go, I'm thinking, I think it would be a good idea to have a time where we say exclusively teenagers for an hour or two, and then throughout the weekdays, high schoolers, teenagers are going to be in school, so that would be more likely a popular time for adults, especially adults who work night shift or even evening jobs, as many adults today do.
Thank you.
Don't have to if you want.
I'll ask it.
Okay.
The idea is intriguing enough to me that I want to ask a couple questions. So you didn't give me a lot of information that I was looking for, so explain to me a little bit more how this is going to make money. Yeah.
The monthly membership is going to be huge for just covering the operating costs. I'm expecting about 100 memberships through the nearby high schools, and in addition to that, I would consider as much as 200 or 300 monthly memberships from the Knoll people, the not high schoolers from all the Morgan County and surrounding counties. Also, I did try and mention these because they're on the 5 points we're supposed to mention. Corporate events. I do think that some larger companies, not based in Martinsville, but based in Indianapolis, maybe based in Evansville, other large cities around here, would consider and probably buy into taking their staff to a led video game day where they talk about everybody on the business is on the same team playing a video game with the same goal, and they'd have to communicate amongst themselves, and that would build the sort of skills that the company wants them to have, and they would be paying our facility to lead them through that process.
I have a question about the others who are your age, because there is a large community of your age in Martinsville, and they do need activities. I commend you for that, because there isn't enough to engage them. Many of them formerly went to the bowling alley and the theater that no longer exist. And so finding an activity for them is certainly well applauded on my side. I'm wondering if you would be an income or an employment screen, an employer of people your age also. So beyond just the security guard and others, would there be an employment opportunity for others in your building?
Somewhat. The staffing plan would be a receptionist during the day, so not really the best job for a high school student, and a security guard throughout the night. Again, not really the best job for a high school student, but as a business, especially a business that those types of the teenagers are going to frequent, I think that we would look for something. Maybe get a couple of them to lead a team building exercise on a weekend for a corporate meeting. Maybe have somebody come in and do janitorial-like duties, in the early evenings, so they're not out through the whole night, but still have a job where they can come in and work and help our business for minimum wage or slightly above. Thank you.
Any other questions? Great. Well, thanks, Elliott. Everybody,